Hey everyone, this is Steve from MetaSlider. MetaSlider is the best way to create a beautiful slideshow on your WordPress website. And in this video, I'm going to introduce layer slides. This is a feature in the Pro version of MetaSlider, and it allows you to add layers on top of your images or videos in your slideshow. You can see some examples here. We have text, and we have buttons, and we have headings on top of the basic image or video. You can edit all of these, you can add animation to them, you can add shortcodes, you can add color and links. You can even add other images or videos on top of the basic image or video. Let's see how that's done. I have a WordPress site set up, and I'll go to the Quick Start area, and I have the ability to import automatically some sample slideshows, including a layer slides slideshow. I'm going to get started that way. I'll choose the layer slides slideshow option, click the button, and automatically some sample slides will be imported for me. There are two key links here. You can launch the main editor, and you can choose between a background image, an external video hosted elsewhere, or a local video hosted on your WordPress site. In this first example, we have a slide that's ready to go, so I'm going to click on the Launch Layer Editor button. You'll be able to see two layers here. The first layer contains the flying around the world text, and it has a blue background. The second layer contains the We Reveal the 10 Best Destinations text, and it also has the same blue background color. Using the tools at the top, you can control those options. For example, you might want to change the second background area to a different color. You can do that with this option here. I'm going to choose a red color and hit the choose button. And there we go. It has changed. Or perhaps I want to make this text a little bigger. I can choose We Reveal the 10 Best Destinations, and I can increase the font size. Once I've made those changes, I can click on Save. If I close this and view the front of the site, you might see something else about this particular slide that we didn't see by looking at it in the editor immediately. I'll go to Posts, add a new post, and I'm going to drop my slideshow right in here at the top of the post. I'm going to use the Gutenberg block option. Okay, here's the slideshow we just edited. It has the new red background. I will publish this and see what it looks like on the front of the site. There we go. Almost immediately, every time this loads, you'll notice that there's an animation effect. We'll see it again now. There we go. The red bar spins before it loads. If we go back to MetaSlider and edit new slideshow, which takes us back to the editing screen, we can go back to the layer editor screen, and when we click on this red bar, you'll notice that the animation area here is active. These animations are designed to subtly get the attention of the visitor. So once the text is added to the screen, they'll notice it arriving. We've chosen Rotate In by default, but how about I choose Wobble instead? I'll click on Save, and I'll refresh the slideshow on the front of the site and see what the difference is. That's the wobble effect. If you don't like that, you can go back to the editing area, and instead of wobble, how about we choose Fade In Left. I'll click on Save, and I'll refresh the slideshow now. And that's a little more subtle. It just fades in from the left side. Let's take a look at some of the other slides available. I'll go to the editing area of the slideshow again, and let's take a look at this second one here. I'll click on the Launch Layer Editor button here, and what we have are two layers again, one to the left and one to the right. you'll notice that the text is a little bit different on each side. The text on the left is a little larger. Let's take a look. It is set to 30 pixels as the font size. On the right side, 24. I can fix that, and I'll change that to 30. And the text is set to Korea. Maybe we might want to change that to Georgia. Next, let's choose a background color to make the text stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to make sure I've selected the layer that this text is inside. And I'll go to the background color area here. Yeah, and I'll make sure to choose a green. See how that looks. Okay, maybe a little too bright. I'll go back and make a second change. Maybe a little darker. Okay, that's not bad. I could play with the green a little bit more. The box is overlapping the bag. Okay, that's not bad there at all. I will copy and paste that color there. And I'll see if I can use it for the layer on the other side as well. Okay, there we go. And again, I'll probably need to resize this a little bit. I'll try and make it match as close as I can to the box on the other side. To move this box, let's just grab the handle down there, and you can move it into place. And to stretch the box, choose the option in the bottom right corner, and there we go. I'll click on Save to record those changes, and let's look at something we haven't done yet, which is creating a new slide. Up in the top right corner, I'll click on Add Slide, and I'll choose Layer Slide. I'll choose an image. I'll click the Add to Slideshow button, and now I can click Launch Layer Editor. Every time you do this, there'll be a sample layer that you can work with some sample text. Remember to use the bottom right corner to expand the box, and the bottom left corner to drag it around and rearrange it. What I'll do is slightly change the text. I'll make it larger. I'll change the font. I'll change the background. Yeah, let me make the box match the text a little bit. Maybe I can, make sure the alignment is good there. And maybe I'll add an animation as well. And I'll increase the wait time so the slide will load, and then after about 1 second, the text will be added with the animation. So I'll click on Save. I'll close this. And I'm going to make this the main slide here. So it's the first one I see when I refresh the page. And when I go to the front of the site and refresh the slideshow, my slide should come up first. And there we go. We have the layer on top of the original image, and we have the demos that we saw before. There's a lot more that layer slides can do, but I've already gone on for almost 10 minutes in this video. So I'll leave it there in this particular tutorial. But MetaSlider is the best way to create powerful slideshows in WordPress. You can add videos, you can add images, and then you can add all sorts of other elements on top of it using the layer slides feature.